For the listener's discretion, this podcast contains strong language and adult themes that may not be suitable for children. These are not the views of the radio station or its affiliates.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round. I know that we won't say sorry. You beg and I plead, but my heart can't beat until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. I see me addressing you. Let me put the smile right onto your face, tracing every inch of you. Using my tongue to find your happy place. I know that we can't play naughty. You beg and I plead, and you pull my heartstrings until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. Until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you.
Hey there. Popped you right on back in there. There we go. There we go.
Hello.
Feel those vibrations. I love me some Anthony, honey. Love me some Anthony Frazier. He's been rocking with us since day one. That young man, let me let you know, I met him when I was in cosmetology school. Okay? Did not know he could sing. Never breathed a word of it. Never. And then all of a sudden, bam, talent galore.
Wow.
And I said, let's get your music on the air.
Mm.
And of course he said, Moni, you got it. You got it. and since you know we have WUBI Ubiquity Radio, which thank you listeners and watchers out there for being with us tonight. And we are BMI and ASCAP licensed. So he's making a little change every time we play that for him. Every time. And so you guys make sure you check out all of his music because he has a great portfolio out there on every streaming network, and videos, everything. Quite professional. He's been performing all over the place. So make sure you go out there and check out Anthony Frazier, you guys. If you have to see him live, let him know you saw him on Going Down the Mic or heard him on WUBI Ubiquity Radio, someplace out there. And April, and really doesn't matter when you listen to us because I know you could be checking out the replay, but for right now, April of 2023 is going to be WUBI Ubiquity Radio Month. So we want to make sure you guys go and listen to WUBI Radio. Don't forget they have that free app. So you can download the app on your phone, on your smart TV, on any, for you guys who have that Apple Watch. I don't know if Google do Androids have like the smartwatch or something? I don't know. Do they? I'm not throwing shade. I am not throwing shade. It is lack of knowledge. Let me be very clear. It is only lack of knowledge that I'm saying that. They have all types of smartwatches. So, Google, what do they call it? Google Store or your Apple Store. You can get the app from either one. How about that? So we'll just put it there. The app is available everywhere. Or you can go onto your browser and go to WUBI.live. And you can not only just listen to us, you can see us. It is WUBI radio and TV. So you can watch us and then you can chat with us online there too. So let's not forget that. And the replay of this will be available on Monday just on WUBI for the month of April. All the replays are going to be on WUBI.live for listening and watching and chatting. How about that? So thank you to our listeners there. Thank you on all the platforms. If you're watching us live right now, thank you for that. Make sure to subscribe and follow. If you are watching the replay, make sure to subscribe and follow, okay, and share this with someone because we have amazing guests on here all of the time. All of the time. So how you doing? You guys, I know you don't know who that is right there. Or do you remember? Because she's a fabulous guest we had on here, one of our empowered honorees, Coach Toya.
Hello, everyone. So excited to be here.
So let me let you know. Coach Toya is on here. She's kind of like training today for me a little bit because your girl has to take a break sometime. Miss Moni's going to take a break once in a while. And I need somebody to be able to run this board because you remember La. And La, she's always down watching because look, once you're part of the Going Down on the Mic crew, you're always part of the Going Down on the Mic crew, right? We don't throw you to the side here. We're always first cousins. You're always first cousins. And so you remember the day I was on set filming, right? And this happened. And then the whole show went down. Yeah, okay, you remember that. So we're going to get Coach Toya trained so that when Moni has to be wherever Moni may have to be, and I need someone else to come and sit in the chair and take care of our fabulous guests, you're going to get Coach Toya here. So that's why we're here doing this, and we have an amazing guest for you today. And Coach Toya and I, we happened to be in the same place this Saturday, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
Tell them where we were. Where were we Saturday when we looked up and saw each other?
We were at the soft opening of the beautiful spa, Honoree, the best care spa.
Best care.
Best care, okay?
Best care. Located at, was it 321? Always get the direction. Hatcher. Let me look at my ways, honey, so I can give you the correct and accurate. West 321 West Hatcher Road is the address there for Best Care Spa and Lounge. Darlene's. See that relaxedness because I actually went back yesterday and had a service performed because I go out to these things and I never get to really participate. And when I say participate, I mean partake in any of the services that I'm going, out to support and different things like that because I'm always running my mouth and seeing people and all that type of stuff. But baby, I called Toya, was on the phone. I called Jay. I was rubbing it in. I'm going to keep it 100. Was I not? I was rubbing it in. I was taking pictures. I was. Guess what I'm doing? I went and had a yoni steaming, which I have wanted to have forever and a day. And they're only $40, which I think is quite affordable. And I was taken well care of, and not because I'm Moni Loves Effects, is because I'm a human being. hmm And from when I walked in the door to when I left out, and making sure I was comfortable and making sure that it wasn't too hot, that it was steaming enough. And they had to laugh at me because when I smelled it, I said, "Oh, that smelled like some good old soup." To me, I'm like, my husband will come and be like, "What you cooking?" It smelled like some good old soup. And some herbs or whatever they had up in there smell like some good old soup to me. But they take the time to explain what's going on and what you should do before, what you should do during, what you should do after, all the things that should happen when you come in to have a service that's going to take care of something with your body. Okay. Getting some history on you and all of that. I felt very comfortable, very, very, very comfortable because it's my yoni, baby. Okay. It's my yoni.
It's your yoni, Moni.
And if anyone doesn't know what your yoni is, you can look that up, or I can just tell you right now, your yoni is your vagina. Okay. Um, and for anybody that thinks vagina is a bad word, well, you can call me later and I can tell you what the bad words are for it. Only because I don't feel like clicking on the disclaimer again because we have a guest and I just want to keep it semi clean tonight. How about that? But that's what it is, and it's good for it and you. And they explain all of that because I didn't know. I mean, I heard different things and whatnot. I wanted to hear from a professional because Kay, who is there, one of the owners, she is an actual RN. Is that right, Myra? Your sister is an RN, correct? Yes. And you would think she would know, correct? Yeah, okay. And so she's telling me, wait, my screen popped over to something else. Hold on. And she was telling me exactly what it does, not just within the vagina, but for depression, uh, energy, and different things like that, which I was absolutely amazed about. So it's all types of other things. And I'm not going to get into all of that because you can give them a call and you can look them up and you can make your own appointments and get that because I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV sometimes. But you can give them a call and look up everything in reference to that. But I just want you to know I did go and get a service. So now when we were there, what did you find? Because you went through, you were there before me. Did you get any services with the South Open back there?
You said, was it open?
No, did you get any of the services? Because they were providing a few a la carte services that day.
I gotten the information, and I was educated on the different services that they had. They also have like a rejuvenating IV back there.
Yeah.
That was, that really sparked my interest because I'm like, what is this? And normally, like when you go to the hospital or the doctor, you're hooked up to an IV. And it's sending you fluids. And so when as Miss K was explaining it to me, I was so like, I need that, like that's one of the services that I do want. And then she
Mm-hmm.
was explaining as far as this weight loss um plan that they have, where you know I don't have all of the information for it, but the services that they offer was, it had my jaw dropping because you don't get all of these services in one place. It's
Right.
like,
They have quite a few.
exactly. They had booklets for us to sit there and look and, get some information as they're explaining it to us. They had massages, they had the yoni steam, they had the body contour where
Uh-huh.
you can get that it's non-invasive. You can really get that firmness in your body and things of that nature, get those cellulites smoothed out, because if you anyone that has extra assets as myself, and I know Miss Moni.
Extra. How, how did shots get fired over here? Hold on. Wait a
Listen, let me tell you, honey, those were not shots. Those were no shades. Those was, let me tell you something, honey. There's many people that desires these assets, honey.
minute. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of people
Yeah.
that pay for them also.
Woohoo, come on now.
Yes, ma'am.
Ours came from above. Nevertheless. Nevertheless, there were some things that, really spiked me and my interest. And so I was like, definitely, I'm going. I've never had a yoni steam. So I want to experience that. I did hear about the girl. Ooh, come with it. Yes. That's
Mhm.
what I experienced.
And actually, that machine right there,
That part.
that is one. Miss K was saying that that's one that they will actually sell to the public.
Oh.
Where you can remember we were looking at that. They will sell that to the
Mhm.
public, and that's the over here is the ionic foot. Well, I don't have my screen put over, so foot. I can't even say the
Oh,
full
to get
thing
the
because I have one.
toxins out.
Detox, yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah. They're on full with it. They are on full with it.
Yes. So it's a treat. Definitely stop by.
Yeah, and I have some more pictures. You could keep talking, keep on talking with it. I have pictures all the way through there, honey.
Look, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, did I tell you the yoni steam on how it looks like you're sitting on a throne with my favorite color, purple. Okay?
Royalty, royalty,
Royalty.
royalty.
And
And
listen.
this right here
Where's that
says
picture you had?
I so um this body care I purchased this. This was for ladies and gentlemen, but this is only $45. Okay. I know this because I bought this. This one I have been looking for because I needed more support right under my boobs area. Okay. She and Bella put it on me there. And I left and went to another event and still kept it on. And my girls was up here. They was up here. And I went to a fundraiser. I didn't take it off. And yeah, I didn't take it off. I did a video and sent it to my husband. And I said, "You like this? I need this." And he said, "How much?" And in the video, I did a little commercial and I said how much it was. And I said, he ain't even listening. He just looking. He ain't even listening to none of the words. He just looking. And he says, send the request to my account. I said, "Thank you, Big Daddy."
Yeah.
That's all, yes. But the fact is what I'm saying. Then you have, everybody loves that. I have a couple of these. These feel great. The muscle massage guns.
Mm.
They have this is yoni soap bar. That means that soap is specifically pH balance and everything for your yoni.
Mhm.
Okay. Because the yoni does need special things, okay? Because it actually cleans itself. But if you are going to put something there, put something specifically made for it there. I'm going to tell you that, and I know that for sure. So they have all types of products and things in there. Just take your time walking through. I love going someplace where I got to take my time. And I would take my time walking through a place just to see everything that it has to offer. And I took my time. And so you were talking about the drips when Kay was getting their
Mhm.
drip. Mm-hmm. Look at her there. She's back there
Yeah.
getting her drip. And
Drip,
so,
drip.
guys, I don't know if anyone else has ever received or had the pleasure of having an IV drip, they are the greatest thing in the world. The greatest. I've had plenty of them. Um, Hydrating yourself. So this is what I have experienced. Have you had them, Toya?
Yeah, in the hospital, it's called saline.
Look, because I get dehydrated, okay, and I know it with these lips. Lips get crusty, and I'm like, oh Lord, I'm on E. I'm dehydrated. I will get one of these, and by the time I'm in the car, my lips are peeling off, and they're all nice and soft, and I'm like, yes, yes, it's all back. It's all back and good. It is all back and good. So I love them. I don't know all the different types they have. They do have a menu and everything, but generally you can get various types of drips to address various things that are going on in your life. So again, that's something that you want to look on their site and see what's available and the different prices of everything right there. And that's the bag that the drip comes from. That's what was attached to Kay right there. Yeah. And she was sitting back there getting her relax on, honey. That was after, we were all outside and doing raffles, and they had the bouncy house and all that type of stuff. So she'd done her day. And now it's time for her to get her drip because she was tired then. Get rehydrated and refilled. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, if you watch even the reality shows now, you'll see them after they've been on a bender. The rich folks, they'll go and they'll have somebody come to the house after they've been drunk. Let's just call it what it is. And come and rehydrate them. So however you choose to do what you do what you do. Right? So now you had your daughter there too.
Yeah.
You had your little queen there. What was it there that she enjoyed or that you saw that she could benefit from there at Best Care?
Well, I would say that we could always use a massage. And, a lot of times kids go through so much, that sometimes we don't understand. And so massage would have been nice. I don't have any knowledge too much on things that children, could really utilize, in that area. I wouldn't put her in the drip. No, the yoni steam.
Right. That should be pure right now.
Right. But
because how old is she?
She's 11.
Yeah, that should all still be pure.
Exactly. But I do massage her a little bit, and also the toxins from the feet. If I would say age permitted, like you said, they're 11. She's 11 years old, so whatever it is that she could use at that age would be appropriate. She enjoyed. I'll just say what she enjoyed. She enjoyed the crossword puzzles.
There were crossword puzzles
in the lounge.
Oh, I'm like, wait a minute, I missed some crossword puzzles.
She enjoyed those. She was doing those for sure.
Okay. Well, that was still good. That was still entertaining. And I'm sure that massage possibly. And then also with the detox, they have I don't know if you saw them there where they had the contour thing where I bought. They have the ones that you can put underneath the feet. So like if you don't put your feet in the actual detox thing, they have the ones that you can just put underneath your soles.
Okay.
Yeah, they have those also. Yeah. Girl, I'm telling you, I go slow so I can see. I go
Okay.
slow, honey. Look at
That's good.
everything.
Yeah,
Yes, look
slow
at
motion.
everything.
That's all right.
So I could tell it all, tell you about everything I saw.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about.
actually downloading some more pictures here right quick while we're talking. That multitasking that I tell you about.
That's
Um,
it.
and so the vendors that were there, they had some interesting vendors. Which one, which I already know what you're going to say, which one was your favorite?
Yes, you know I'm going to say it.
Yes.
Definitely the lion's mane sea moss.
Okay.
I had been really, a while back trying to get into that. I had bought some natural and sea moss and all that stuff. I ended up messing up a batch, but I still have one more left. But that, I'm telling you, sea moss, I have not tasted like that. Okay. They had the they had the mango. I think the other flavor was like a pomegranate. They had, and I'm like, what is going on? Also, like the capsules that they
Yeah,
had. So I
I
ended
was
up getting.
interested in that.
I ended up getting the capsules, and I ended up getting the sea moss gel.
Hmm.
And my taste buds wasn't really in agreement with the gel because it wasn't as delicious as the drink that you would drink. You can ingest it. However, you can put it on your skin. You can put it,
That's what you were saying.
yes. You can even brush your teeth with it, honey. But my taste buds like, we don't like that. We don't like that. So, so, I do put it on my face. It is part of my daily ritual. And see, that's it. Snatch back. Come on.
That is it right there.
Snatch, snatch. That's what I'm talking about.
That is it right there. And I will say
Mhm. It
that
looks
I
good
put
on you.
that on myself with no help.
It looks
With no
good.
help. So very, very possible, very possible.
Mhm.
And it was comfortable. I wore it all day. I put it on. I did not take it off until I came home late, late, late at night. So
Ooh,
very, very comfortable. Yeah, very, very comfortable. So I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Only $45. Get your behinds on over there and get you one of them.
great
Get you one of
investment.
them. Yeah, absolutely. Very happy with it. Here is me. I'm saying keep on talking because I just want to get these pictures out to actually show
That's
what is there inside of the spa from us going over there, the chair massages.
There's the chair. Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
now I did not get to get one. However, I heard that the gentleman that was doing them was great. His hands were blessed by the Lord. This is what I heard. I heard his hands were blessed by the Lord. And I was like, oh, okay, okay, y'all, that sounds kind of good. So they are offering those type of massages. In addition to that, they have the traditional types of massages over there also.
Mm, good one.
Let's see.
Mhm. Oh, and the food was good.
See, I didn't get to get any of the food. I didn't get to get any of the food from over there.
Mm. Ended up getting a little ribs, little rib to my ribs.
They had great raffle prizes.
Ooh, yes. Oh, and guess what won? Guess, just guess.
My
I
girl right
did.
there. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it was so pretty. It was a necklace from the paparazzi, right?
Yes, from paparazzi.
Mhm.
So now here's your yoni time. So this is
Yes.
what the yoni area looks like for the yoni steaming and your throne that you'll sit upon.
That's
And very, very comfortable, very clean, very well taken care of. And I loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. That's where my soup was down in there.
it.
That's where my
Mhm.
soup was. So absolutely loved it. And then they also have, which I loved, I didn't partake in it. However, they have this little, and I think, is this a sauna, Myrrie? Is that considered a sauna steamer? A sauna steamer. That's a sauna steamer right there, a personal sauna steamer
Wow.
that you can do there. Yeah, that's what that was. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot in there. So, you guys go and really check this stuff out, because you have someone offering you so many different things right in one building. This right here. So if you're a little bit older, y'all will remember the machine where you put the belt behind your back and you get on and shake it like that. So this is the more modern version of that, but it works, because the girl, remember one of our sponsors, Get Bodied by Stephanie, I do that, and that sucker works. It gets all of that warmed up and moving and everything and ready for when you go with the body contouring. It gets it ready. And so that was an infrared sauna. Myrrie said an infrared sauna. The other one was. So yes, another great thing that's in there. Let me see if there's any other ones right quick. I know it's a lot. It's not really a lot, but they have a lot to offer. And I want you guys to be able to see that it ain't no, it ain't no bull crap. It ain't no bull crap. These ladies are in here.
Very beneficial.
Absolutely. 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 I'm not sure the difference in this area right here. Are you all offering any type of facial services, Myrrie? Not yet. She said not yet. So look, here's the thing, because it was a soft opening, and they all about that business. Who knows what else will be to come in there, because there is a space. There is a space that is blocked off back there. So who knows? But with what they're offering right now, there's so much beneficial that is ridiculous. And the body contouring. Okay, I didn't even say that part, even though I showed you those machines that do the body contouring. So get yourself over there. Get yourself over there. 321 West Hatcher Road, Best Care Spa and Lounge. You make sure you let them know that you saw it over here on Going Down the Mic. Your girl Moni and Coach Toya said, come on through. So we've both been there. It's enjoyable. It's beautiful in there, relaxing. The colors, anything. And then I'm going to keep it. Did you go into the restroom? And I know this sounds weird, but did you go into the restroom?
I didn't go. I didn't have to.
Okay, I did. And then they have a saying on the wall. I think it's out of toilet paper. Text me, because I know you on your phone.
That's funny.
I know.
Because I know you're on your phone.
I know you're on your phone. And I had to crack up. So, look, guys, it's time to bring on our guests. We've had enough laughs and fun talking about one of the many things that build up her empire. You hear me? Empire. So, Myrrie, are you ready to come on and join us? Let's bring you on here. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you ladies doing?
We are just fine. Just chatting up about one of the many things that build your fantastic empire.
Yes. I love it that you guys, I love it that Moni took her time and just touched on everything. I love that.
I know sometimes I take it a little too far, but I like for people to really understand the essence of places that, there's so much more to it. There's something for everyone, and that you all took your time and really went into it with the business. That's what I wanted them to see.
Yes. Yes, we
So that's
did.
the
That was
thank you to you
a
all.
lot of right. It was a lot of work. Kay took a lot of time to plan it out and to actually research what services that would be offered. So yeah, we put some work into that.
Well, that's what I wanted them to see. So that's why I took my time, because I wanted them to see that you all took your time, and from the little things to the big things. And it wasn't wasted. Like, I did my time and I looked and I'm like, what's this? What's that? Okay, I see that. Okay, I see the jail over there. I see this. And I was taking stuff back there to her and asking questions and, and all of that, because I wanted to know, because I wanted people to know. And I was shocked by quite a few of the things, the things that were available to the public to purchase, when she told me that was available if you wanted to do that at home. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's amazing, so the things that separate you all from other places, and
Right.
that's what, even just with our show period, those are the things that I like for people to get a hold of and know what makes you different from someplace else. So that's important for people to know what makes you different. Why should we go over there when I just passed by 5, 6 other places? That's why. That's why you need to go over there. So absolutely, I want to go through those details so they know why they should go to Best Care Spa and Lounge.
Right.
So yes, ma'am, I'm gonna take my time so they know that. So now we see that it says right there, and I put it in the description when I put out the promo stuff, Group Home Queen.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, I'm affectionately known as the group home queen. I guess things that I've talked about, places I've been, it just has brought group homes to the forefront. And so people affectionately refer to me as that.
And when you say affectionately refer to you as that, but where did it really come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you really get the name?
Well, like I said, just assisting others. Me and Kay have been, I won't say lucky because we worked for it, but we
Right.
have been blessed to create a business off of one rented home. We put in a $12,500 investment, and we've been so blessed to turn that into a multi-million-dollar business, a actual empire. Because from that one home, we've been able to create generational wealth. We actually purchased a block in Arizona at some point, even though we sold it, but we purchased the block in cash. And then we end up turning around a year later, we sold it. We've been able to do a staffing agency. We've been able to, do our consulting business. Kay's dream was always to have a spa. Dreams have came true from one home and a $12,500 investment. And so just being able to create that group home business and take that one home and turn it into multiple homes, and then me assisting other people to do that also through our consulting business, Best Care Consulting. We stick with the Best Care brand, but
Yes.
People affectionately just start calling me, "You the group home queen." So I took the name and ran with it.
And so now, is that because, or one of the reasons, because you have gone out and you educate others on how to start group homes, how to maintain group homes, all
Yes,
of the
ma'am.
above? You're
Yes,
known for
ma'am.
sharing that information.
Yes, ma'am. I have created digital products, a course, and multiple things to where I not only tell you how to get it started, I'm gonna tell you how to be successful in running one, and then I'm also gonna tell you how to scale that business if that's something you want to do. And so it's been a ride. It's just been amazing just being able to share, because we've actually assisted over 300 other individuals or businesses to in some way in their group home journey. So
And through that coaching, because I think a lot of people might believe that you only do coaching for group homes. You do coaching for multiple types of businesses, correct?
yes, yes, ma'am. We do really entrepreneurship, business, things like that. Because once you have created a business and structured it correctly, and once you've scaled, there's so many things you can teach about, just about business in general. And so yeah, we coach people on also just business practices and things like that.
So when people are wanting to, I guess, be or become a mentee, because I'll call it a mentee, or be coached by you, what's the
Mhm.
criteria? Can it be someone who has never had a business? Do they need to already be generating a certain amount of revenue? Like, what do you look for that person to be coachable or to
And that's,
qualify?
look, you said it right there. You have to be coachable. You have to be willing to be coached. So that's the main thing we look for, because we've had people that only had a dream, nothing else, and we coached them into that dream. We've had people that already had an established business and they were just like, we don't know what to do. So we've had the whole spectrum of people, but you have to be coachable. So when I give people information, or I tell them, like one guy, I'll give an example. He told me, hey, I want you to coach me. And I'm like, because I'm selective now. I said, okay, you want me to coach you? I said, this is what you need to do. You need to go on and buy everything, every digital product that I have, and you need to tell other people about it. And he said, what? I said, buy every product that I have and tell people about it. He was like, but I mean, what is, I said, I'm just telling you what to do. And guess what? He never did it. So
Mm,
that right there tells me you're not coachable. you know, you're not coachable, because had he have did it, who would have known? There's people I gave them their money back from doing stuff because they're
mm-hmm.
coachable. There's people that, you just have to be open to whatever I tell you to do. And if you give
Right.
resistance, or you drop the ball and you just don't want to do it, then obviously you don't want to be my mentee. You don't want to be coached, not by me.
Ooh.
I love it. I love it.
uh,
I love it. I love it.
she reminds me of me when she did that last part, but
I
not
love
by
it.
me. I felt that. I felt that.
That was
But
so amazing.
but that was very direct and very honest. That
Yeah,
you could be ready to be coached, but just not by you.
that's right.
And that's
And
a
you
very
learn over,
honest answer.
it is. And the
Hmm.
thing is, you learn over time what you will accept and what you won't. And
Hmm.
you also, as a coach, Toya, probably, you basically teach people how to treat you. And so with that's it. So
That is
there's a lot of things that I won't accept now that I used to accept. And when you come in contact with a lot of people, you can't let everybody into your space. Everybody is not your mentee. Everybody's not supposed to be coached by you. Everybody's not supposed to have access to you.
Mhm.
And so
You
I've
precious.
learned that over time, being a coach and a mentor over the years, I'm like, sometimes you just not my client.
Ooh.
That's important. Very
So
important.
now, in saying that, let me ask you this, because you said when you were speaking, you said, I believe you said us or we. You obviously, or I'm assuming you have a team.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. So then, do some never touch you and they are with your team? Or does everyone that you decide to take on or that the team takes on have access to you?
It would kind of depend on what level of coaching that you want. You can be connected to the business. We can discuss things like we do coach 1 hour coaching calls. I may not
Mhm.
ever be on that call. It may be someone on my team, even though my team is educated enough to answer your questions. So it
Mhm.
does depend on what level of, what level you're at. If you do a 1 hour coaching call, I'll say 90% I show up at, about 90% right now. That 10%, you may never get access to me. Not to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying,
No.
because
Yeah,
I have a team now. I have an executive team that knows what
right.
I know, and they're not going to steer you wrong. So there's sometimes I can't show up, like today, right now. They're on coaching calls. I'm here with
Right.
you, spending time with Moni. So I can't be everywhere at once.
Let me say thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I mean, because realistically, as your business grows and you have more and more clients, I mean,
Yes,
we're not reproducing more and more use,
that's it. That's it. And
you
I
know?
have to spend my time wisely. I have to be
Right.
doing other things to move the business forward to where my team, they can take the calls, they can do things like that. So yeah.
So now I'm asking this, and from the perspective of someone who wants to be a coach, who is thinking about starting a coaching business or putting it together, and and I'm asking you, look at both of you smiling when I look up. and and with the growth that you had, okay, so do you then have a certain level where, oh, you can purchase a time, an extra amount or something to have one-on-one with you at a certain level? If I'm communicating this correctly, do you understand what
I
I'm
would say
saying?
those are one-offs. Um, those are I have actually had people reach out to me and say, I want to talk to you. Can I
Right.
meet with you? And I don't do a lot of face to face unless I'm at an
Mm-hmm.
event, because I try to um I'm kind of what people would call a empath. So I take on all of that. So I have to
Mm-hmm.
limit I really do. So when I go to an event, I know I'm gonna do a lot of face to face. So when I'm not at events, I don't do a lot of face to face. But I've had people contact my office and say, I will pay you this amount to meet with me. Have I did it? Honestly, it depends on the amount and if I have the time.
Okay.
So there have been one-offs here and there where people are like, I really just want to meet with you. I want to talk to you. Or I want to meet you face to face, or whether it's on Zoom. And they just paid for the extra time to make sure I was on the call. So yeah, if somebody
Okay.
calls me and is like, hey, I'll give you $2,500 if you meet with me, I'm gonna tell my team I'll be there. you know?
Right. Well, Toya, let me ask you your feelings in reference to that.
I mean, she 100% on point. Like, that's just the way it is because I am indeed, as you were saying it, I'm like empathic. Yes,
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
And all of the transfer energy, it can be a bit much. And so,
It can.
yes, I have a package where if you want to talk to me one on one, because I do a lot of groups and all that and courses, then yes, you're definitely going to pay that money. hmm I pray for free, but I coach for a fee.
And what do they say? When people pay, they pay attention.
They
So
pay attention.
that
Absolutely.
absolutely.
yeah.
You're fully vested then.
Mhm.
Absolutely. But I just wondered that because thinking of people who are going into coaching, and you know everyone wants to be a success, and
Mm.
a lot of times they don't think about what comes along with that success, and that then they then lose a lot of the personal, and then what do you do type thing. I don't think that they think about that once they get to a certain level of what do you do then.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so I just wondered, once you've gotten there, because you all are at two different levels, and then, but still stressful, but two different levels of
Mhm.
stress of what do you do? Because I'm sure that there are people talk, I'm even thinking about meeting in person, good Lord, but who want to talk to you, who
Right.
want to make sure that my one on one is with you, not your staff type thing, and then what do you do then? So just wanted to, tap into that. And maybe for the people who are watching, who may be
Mhm.
thinking of going into coaching or who are in there, for them to have some forward thinking in reference to that. So, because
Yes.
success always brings along those other issues that they
Warfare.
need to,
It
Warfare.
really does. It
yeah.
really does. We used to have so many consultation calls. When we offered a 15-minute consultation, we offered a
Mm-hmm.
free 15-minute. And when we first got started in consulting, and I'm gonna tell you, we were at a rate of about, I would say, 40% were not showing up for that free 15-minute. Yeah. And so after moving forward a little bit, we ended up charging. We used to charge $100 for a 30-minute. And then once it was a lot of people paying that. Then we pulled back. We said, okay, we reevaluated because 30 minutes really
Mm-hmm.
wasn't enough.
Mm.
So now we're at an hour for $250. And that's how much it costs for a consult. Now, had we had still been doing the free consults, if you, because so many people contact me, you guys, on a daily basis in my
Mm-hmm.
DMs, messaging me, like seriously. If I talk to every single person that contacted me, I would not have time in the day to do anything.
I'm
That's how
sure.
many people contact me. I don't even really go in my DMs right now, honestly, because I have VAs. I have two VAs that work. One works Facebook, one works Instagram. And YouTube, I'm the person that normally does YouTube because it comes to my email. But I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
there's levels to everything. So once you get to a certain level, you have to pull back and reevaluate to see what's best. Now we have consistent, we do calls 2 days a week, and we're booked every week. And people show up because they're paying. So
Yeah.
you have to shift in your business. We don't have as many calls, but you got to think if we started with free and people weren't showing up at 40%, now we're charging $250 an hour and people show up about 98%.
Mhm.
If they
Yeah.
don't show up, they normally message us and say, I want to reschedule. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just different. When you're in business, you have to know where you're at. We started with free. You may have to start with free. But at some point, you need to pull back, reevaluate, and see where you're at.
I like
True.
that.
I don't know who that
True.
was for. But
I like that.
She
That was
taught.
actually for me.
Wait, it was for me too. It was for me too.
It was
Yeah,
definitely for me, for
yeah.
sure. Because we have a
Because
good
I'm
discussion. So,
yeah, and I'm
yeah.
I'm looking at, and yeah, because Coach Toya and I'll be talking about some of that too later after we get off the air. Because I'm looking at my with this show, because I do everything. I do everything. Look at me
Mhm.
getting my free consultation. No, I'm just playing. But just in March from the summit, I am booked. This show is booked all the way through August now.
That's
All the way through
awesome.
August, which that is a blessing. However, I got to do everything
Right.
now.
Delegate,
But now,
delegate.
there's no one to delegate to. So
That's
now I
right.
have to pull back and look at some things. Just exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like this. Okay. Okay. I hear you. Okay. Okay.
Good.
So absolutely correct. Absolutely. Queen. Yes, queen. Okay. Very true. Very true. So
Yeah.
this actually goes into something else that very important when we're talking about entrepreneurs, where we go to that mental health and self-care, because I'm getting ready to lose my mind. And you are very important within that segment of the community. And so tell us how you operate within there and what you do as far as with mental health and self-care for entrepreneurs.
Well, I give advice. I give advice to all, because in the field that I'm in, we're taking care of people every day. We're caregivers in a sense. We have behavioral health group homes. And so in the people that I mentor and I coach, I tell them you have to take time for yourself. You have to pull back because this job can consume you. When you're dealing with servicing people, it can consume your time, your energy, everything. And so you have to take care of yourself. You have to shut down sometimes. I'm at the point now that my phone is on do not disturb the majority of the time because that's a
Mm,
part of my self-care. I cannot have my phone ringing all day long. So you have to set up your boundaries, set up your plan on what you're going to do to take care of you. If that's taking, like me, I don't do a lot of stuff on Sundays. Sunday is a time for me to be with my children. I have 6 kids. I have 6 grandkids. People don't be realizing I have a whole family. So I got to take care of my family at least one day a week. I can't run around, for other people all the time. You have to set your boundaries. So Sunday, people know, don't contact me on Sunday. Because guess what? You may not get a response till Monday. I may not answer my phone at all because that's my prerogative. It's my phone. I pay the bill. I don't have to answer it. But you'll get a call back. I always tell people within 48 hours, I will respond to you by text or by phone. And that's everybody. That's my family outside of my kids. That's whoever. You got 48 hours. So you have to establish what your boundaries are and what you want to take care of you, because that's what I came up for myself. And then you have to realize, as business people, as entrepreneurs, your business is basically your ministry. It's a ministry.
mm,
And what does the scripture say? You need to gather, you need to fellowship with
Come on.
like-minded people.
I love it.
So don't be an island out there by yourself, because a part of
Mm.
self-care is being around people that are either thinking ahead of you, thinking like you. You can't always hang with old Sally Sue from the neighborhood.
Absolute
because
facts.
because she ain't moving you forward. She's not
Right.
a part of your plan now. So that is a part of self-care. Sometimes you got to cut people off. Sometimes you got to fellowship with people that are in business. That's why you need to network. That's why coaches are always preaching network. Because if you're constantly around people that think like you or that are thinking, on a higher level than you, guess what? You're going to keep growing. And people don't realize that's a part of self-care. Because my business is my ministry. So I'm going to take the Bible, I'm a believer. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply it to my business, my life, my family, everything.
That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's true. That is very
Yes,
true.
ma'am.
Okay. She has spoken. She has spoken. The queen again. The queen again. I have to agree with that. So now you also have an event coming up.
Yes. Yes,
You
ma'am.
have an event coming up.
I'm a part of a group called the Work Series. We basically deal with group homes. So it's Shronica Homes and Dwayne, who is also known as Mr. Group Homes. He's out of Cleveland, Ohio. We are came together just trying to help people be more successful in their group home business. And so we came up with the Work Series. It started in Houston in February. And now, there it is. Look. And now we are going to Atlanta next week, the 14th and 15th of April. So we'll be in Atlanta. And honestly, I got 2 tickets left if somebody want them. And then we're going to go to Cleveland, Ohio in June. And then in July, Dallas, Texas. And we're basically going to be helping people on any level in the group home journey. You will leave with tools. We even give you a zip drive with documents that you can use in your business. We are coming, and we call it the Work Series because this ain't no fluff event. We coming to work. We coming to get you straight. So when you leave, either you're starting this business, which from Houston, we done had 3 people start a home, have the grand opening and everything. So you can either be in the starting stages, or you could be someone who has had a group home for, a few years, and you're just not at the level that you want to be at. So it's a great place to connect with people. It's a great place to learn and to also become a part of a community, because like I said before, a part of self-care is not being on an island by yourself. You need to be around other people that can help you elevate.
That is true. Again. Not Gilligan's Island.
That's right.
Definitely not Gilligan.
No. And so now you guys can go to her Facebook page and actually find this. This is where I found it, guys. So it's so simple. That picture looks just like this, and click on it, and you see that red button right there where it says reserve a spot. Nothing but a simple click right there to get 2 tickets left? 2
Yes,
tickets
ma'am.
left. 2 days of intense learning and co-working with group home leaders, okay? And she said, you're leaving with something, honey. You're leaving with something. So there you are right there on her page, and leaving with something right there. So matter of fact, what I'm going to do is, let's see, we're going to share this. Share page. We're going to share this over on going down the mic page, so you also can find it there. So you don't have no excuses.
Awesome.
So now, don't talk about y'all can't find it. So there it is. All right. So now, outside of that, let me hear you. We met you. I met you because I don't know if Toya knew you before then at
I
the
met
summit.
you at the event. Absolutely.
At the summit.
Yes,
At the
ma'am.
summit. Which, how did you enjoy the summit?
I enjoyed myself. I really
Did
did.
you?
Yes, I had a great time with all the workshops and all the vendors. Everything was amazing. And you know,
So
Pat showed up.
Pat
Showed
always
up.
gonna show up and show out, honey.
Yes.
Always, 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 always. I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't get to attend any of the workshops because sister was working. Okay, sister was working and tired. However, the summit itself was so good. The quality of sisters and the synergy was so good. And I'll say the workshops were so good. And what you all obtained from the workshops was so good. What y'all brought out of there was so good that it rubbed off. I ain't attend them, but what y'all brought out of them for a sister was so good that I still got something from it. Like that synergy, I'm still firecracking off of it. I still am. Like I can't wait to. I don't rush life. However, I can't wait to 2024 for Los Angeles. I can't wait.
Right.
I can't like
Right.
I worked my behind off, and I can't wait to work my behind off for 2024 because it was such a good time. Like
Man.
I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed being around all the sisters in the sisterhood. And I enjoyed seeing you all have a good time. I enjoyed the sisters loving on each other and really experiencing sisterhood.
Yes.
That's, because we get a bad rap, sisters. We get a bad rap out here. And for you all, for everyone to see sisters doing it differently, really loving on each other, helping each other, sharing with each other, no backbiting, no, I ain't gonna tell you my secret, I'm gonna keep it all to myself. It was the opposite of all of that, and to see that and have sisters enjoying that and have the brothers there. What?
Yes. Yes. The men were tapped in.
Indeed.
I've been
And
in
the
the
man
sisterhood. I've been in the sisterhood extravaganza for years, and at one of the magazine releases, Bernard, it was actually Rosalind's birthday, and we went out afterwards, and Bernard, he was talking about we need to have the men's thing. And so what had happened was during it, all the men were kind of over to the side and they was talking their stuff all together, right? When we went out that night to celebrate Rosa's birthday, Bernard, he was standing up, he had like a spoon or something and was talking and everything. And all the men, remember, all of them, they was like, sit down, shut up, sit down. We ain't saying nothing with you. All the brothers left him to himself. They would not admit that they were
so serious.
So Bernard was like, no, I'm gonna say it. And he was up there and I was like, you need a mic, Bernard? He was like, yeah. So I had my going down on the mic in my purse. So and Pat was like, Moni, how you just travel with your mic? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's like,
I got it.
and she's like, is that a real mic? And so I hit the on button. He's like, oh my God. And I gave it to Bernard. And he's like, thank you very much. And the brother gave his whole speech on why men should be included and have their section with Empowered Magazine. He had to give it all because the brothers they was all like this. They left him by himself to suffer, and with us laughing at him and all of that stuff. He still stood there. So when I had them on the show right after the summit, I had him, I had Carmel, and I had Jane on just to talk about the summit and everything. And I told him during the thing, I said, Bernard, I said, I'm gonna give you your credit, brother. I said, because you endured the laughter and the ridicule. You endured it by yourself and you still stood there. And I said, and you plugged the men being a part of Empowered Magazine. I said, don't nobody else give you your credit, brother. I'm gonna give you your credit because I was there. I was there, and we all laughed at you, including me. Even though I gave you the mic, we all laughed at you. I said, now everybody's celebrating. I said, but they forgot that it was you by yourself that stood there and faced the ridicule by yourself. I said, so thank you, brother. Thank you, brother, because you put the seed down there and you stood the ridicule all by yourself. And now everybody, all the brothers won't stand up there together and say, but nope, they all left you by yourself, brother. I remember that. I remember. So thank you, Bernard. Because they did. They left him by himself. And he stood there and took all that ridicule from us.
Wow.
Yeah. And now they got a man cave. So how did you feel being a part of that summit? Just as that, and I know that Best Care was the big sponsor and all of that. I'm talking besides that. I'm talking you, the individual sister. How did you feel being a part of that summit?
It was amazing. It was. It actually really touched me. It empowered me. It did. It was a great event. Just seeing like different women from different backgrounds, and everybody was so positive and so just agreeable with each other. Just the whole thing was just a great experience. And I know you guys were you were busy, but it's like you couldn't tell that stuff was being worked out, because even though you guys were busy, and I know she mentioned to me that some people didn't do what they were supposed to do or show up, but she always had a smile on her face, and she always worked through it. Like she made it look like effortless, and so I was just like, I mean, even later on, she was like, girl, my feet was hurting. I said, but I couldn't tell, So it was just a really great experience. Oh my God. And when they ended it with the Sunday brunch,
woo,
girl, we was worshiping,
For
that
real,
just
for
made
real.
me feel, it did. It made me want to make a commitment, which I did, afterwards. I let her know I need to be in, I need to be on the board. I need, we need to do something, because I wanted
so
to
you
be
all did.
girl,
That's
yes. Now, so I'm like, so I'm gonna be working next year. Look. So yeah,
Great.
but I done been to a lot of events, y'all. I done been to a lot. I would say this is one where I was like, I gotta be a part of this. Like, I want to be a part of this. I want to be connected. I want to be with these people and build this up like even bigger.
Amen.
Because it's women out there that need this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I appreciate that. Because I didn't know, afterwards, I know she gave the offer, but I didn't know afterwards whether you all said yes, no, or whatever. But that's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Because
You didn't have to ask me twice. I was like, girl, I was already thinking this. What do I do?
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. And I mean, look, that I'm a little speechless now. You done got me all caught up in the moment because I didn't know that surprised me. Gather myself up real quick. Um, but it is like Empowered Magazine, like, oh, man, I don't want to get all tearful and whatever. But I got to keep my G
All right,
status.
that's the music, girl. That's the music.
I mean, but
Man.
just to be able to, I mean, these women from everywhere. And then I can't remember her name, but the little young lady that came from Arkansas, the
Oh
one that,
yeah, that was like wow.
and I was at the, because I when I was at the table, and we were all confused at first because like she didn't know nothing about no Empower magazine. She didn't know anything about Sisterhood Extravaganza. She didn't know anything. She saw it on Facebook, booked a ticket,
Mhm.
saw the itinerary, bought whatever colors and clothes and whatever, and came on. And we're like, huh?
That was
What are you
amazing.
saying? And then by the end, had Sisters for Life,
Right.
Mhm.
and how powerful is that? How powerful is that?
But that's what
The
it's all
fact,
about.
but that's, you say that that's what you want it to be, but to see it happen
I
is
know.
something totally different.
That's
Yeah.
true.
To have people sitting at tables and it to look like everybody knew each other,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's true.
just yeah, yeah, you know, and yeah, because I was working on this and from the beginning, and to have people coming at me say, oh, this is a fraud, or this is whatever, whatever, and I'm like, no, it's not. And then to have them see in the end, and when and I know both of you know, to have you working on something and have people doubt it so much,
Mhm.
and to be a professional, but then you really want to be like, nah. Because now everybody want to be on your, as they say, on your jock,
Girl.
It happens, honey.
when you tried to tell them in the beginning that, no, I'm telling you, this is for real, and this is going to be
Mhm.
life changing, and like, you want to be here, you want to be
Right.
here.
Yeah.
So yeah, just absolutely fantastic, absolutely fantastic. um Here is that website. That's what I meant to put up. I was looking for that. Here is that website for individuals who want to book that. I don't think I put that up there, even though I showed the site and they can go on your page and click. That is the site for buying a ticket. Those last two tickets for that event in Atlanta, where they can go to Eventbrite. That is that website. I'll keep that scrolling down there for us right quick. Um, Tell us anything else that you would like to share, because you are a serial entrepreneur. So
Mhm.
I know that you are an investment queen and you're a queen of so many different things. Um, Please share anything else that you would like to inspire in the people or let the people know. Um, just share what else that you would like to with them right quick, please. And not right quick, not to rush, but share whatever else you would like to impart on the people to inspire them or let them know or help them out business wise, personal wise, or whatever it may be.
Well, I would just say right now, things that people are going through, um, when it comes to like business, with the economy and things like that. I was talking to my mentees in regards to sending out a SOS. If you're feeling, like you're overwhelmed, or if you're feeling like I want to quit, or if you don't know what to do, if you're stuck, there's people that's stuck right now after COVID and things like that going on. If you feel like that, send out a SOS. And me myself, a SOS to me is strategizing, opportunities, and structure. So you need to get with someone. You need to get with a coach, maybe Coach Toya, it may be me, it may be another coach. You need to sit down with somebody and be like, let's strategize to get me out of this being stuck. You getting together with that person, you can go over and create opportunities. Look at opportunities because you got somebody else's eyes on it. You're not always going to see what's going on, but you need to figure out what opportunities are out there for you. And then you need to take that information and structure it. And that's why I call it SOS, strategy or strategize, opportunities, and structure. Once you sit down and do that with someone besides yourself, you can't always go by, you know what I mean? You can't always go by your mind, you know, and what you're thinking, because you're in the situation right now. You need somebody to help pull you out. Whether it's, and I'm not saying you got to come to me, but I'm saying go to somebody. Go to somebody that you know of and you trust. Vet them to make sure they're really a coach. And then sit down and go over SOS so you can get out of that rut or that bind or whatever situation it is, and you can get something structured, nailed down, and then you can implement it. So that if I could give any advice to, you know, entrepreneurs out there struggling right now, that's the advice I would give.
Okay, now you just said something. Vet them to make sure they are really a coach.
That's it.
What does that mean? How do you vet someone to make sure they're really a coach?
I would say look them up. Some people don't even look people up to see what's out there. When you look up Myrrie Hayes, when you look up the group home queen, you're going to see a track record. You're going to see articles. You're going to see things out there that I've done, events that I've been at. Some people haven't did anything. They're a coach to themselves, I guess, and they're out here, you know, I call it running amok, you know, and just leading people astray and making promises that they can't keep. So when I say vet them, it's because I've come in contact. It's 2 women coming to my event that they hooked up with some group home guru. I don't call myself a guru, but some group home person that took their money. And they were like, gosh, you gave us more game on your lives on Instagram than this person gave us. And we paid them $2,500. And that's how they met, because they both got scammed from this person. So I'm saying, when I say vet the person, make sure whatever industry there is, you can look my business up. Arizona Corporation Commission. You're going to see I have a legit business. I have group homes. There are people out here that never owned a group home that are trying to consult on group homes. So when I say vet, look people up and do your research to make sure that what they're saying they can do, or what they're promising you, that they can actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about it.
So now I like to also ask the question for the little person, I don't know, disadvantaged person. So if I am a business that isn't generating any revenue and need a coach, how do I go about that if I cannot afford to pay a coach?
A coach can be a book. A coach can be YouTube videos for you right now until you get to the point where you can afford it. Well, it can honestly.
What I heard was, don't call me yet.
I'm just being honest. What did I say earlier? There are levels. There are levels. It's like with me. I did a lot of reading, a lot of researching at
Mm-hmm.
first. Then I got to the point where this is why I say vet. I paid somebody who told me we scraped up the money, paid this woman $8,000 to coach us on how to do a group home. She took my money. It just so happened the woman who actually had a group home that was helping her, I guess they split the money, I don't know. She came back and was like, I really like you guys. I really want to help you. And she helped us to do the group home. So that's why when I tell people stuff, it's because I've experienced it. We did not vet them because at that point, 7-8 years ago, we didn't know to do that. So I started by reading, by researching. I used to bill for my company. You want to know how I became a biller? Reading. I didn't take a course or nothing. Reading and then doing it, applying it to the business. So when you're at that level where you can't afford it, get some books. Read up on what, your business or what you want to do. Look at YouTube. Then start to generate income. Then when you start to generate income, you can pay for a coach at that level. Then when you're ready to go up, we've had coaches at different levels. So before we made $1 million, we had coaches we could afford then. Once we made $1 million, then we got a coach that could take us to 10. So I'm saying, in anything, there's levels to everything. So I may not be the coach for you because honestly, my time is so limited that I don't do a lot of free coaching. I'm just you may not be my client right now. You may be somebody else's client who, takes free clients or a book. Or I always do lives. I do a live every Wednesday on Instagram with Q&A. So you can come on my lives and you can ask me questions. You can watch me on YouTube. I may not be for you now, but I may be for you in a year or so.
You do a live every Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am. On
where?
Instagram. And I'm trying to get a routine on TikTok and YouTube, but definitely Instagram. I do a live every Wednesday.
At what time?
It's normally 6:00 Arizona time. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this. Look, because y'all not gonna see this till after anyway. So look, tonight I won't be because I'll be traveling. If I'm traveling, I normally don't do a live, but I'll do like a story and let people know I'm traveling.
Okay. So it's usually live every Wednesday on IG at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. And I have a Facebook group also. If someone is out there that wants to do a group home, it's called the Group Home Millionaires. You can also visit that, that Facebook group. And we also do a live on there every Thursday and every Sunday. We try to. I'll say that. We try to as a group because sometimes your schedule doesn't allow. But yeah.
Every Thursday and Saturday?
Thursday and Sunday. And
What
that is
time
actually let me think. That I gotta remember that is at 5:30 Central Time, which is now 3:30 Arizona time. So yeah.
3:30. No, what time Arizona time again? 5:30?
3:30.
3:30, okay.
Mm-hmm. And we normally announce it within the group. We're up to about 4,000 people in that Facebook group right now.
Okay.
So there's all kind of free coaching. It's just not going to be one-on-one with me. Right. But you can definitely type your questions in the comments and we try to read through every question and answer it. I just say no excuses, you know, because I've been there where we didn't have two nickels to rub together. And my thing is, if you have a will and you really, really want something, you're gonna make it happen.
Huh? Because when Chris Brown come in town, or Lil Kim, or whoever it
Exactly.
is you want to see, I used to tell people that when I was in HR and whatever, I'm like, you got there, didn't you? Didn't you found childcare or whatever else it was?
Yep.
So don't tell me nothing.
I forget that girl that's in Arizona for like a month that sold out for 3 or 4 weeks in a row.
Who?
The one that
She
Kanye went up and told her
uh
that Beyonce was better than her or something. What's her
uh
name?
I see her in my head.
I can't think of her name.
Now that you
Taylor
said
Swift. It wasn't Taylor
yeah,
Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift. Yeah.
Girl, her show is sold out 3 weeks straight in Arizona, here in Phoenix.
I
Mm.
made some good money doing special effects for one of her shows for some kids out in Scottsdale. She had a song, something about burning witches or something, and they wanted their arms burnt, like it was burnt up or whatever.
Wow.
And I don't know what, yeah. Good money for that.
Oh,
Let me see. Let me
there I
put
am.
your.
You heard me. Oh,
So,
there I am.
since I got your IG page up so they can see it in correlation to that. See, no excuses.
That's it. The Myrrie Hayes on Instagram, Myrrie Hayes on Facebook, Myrrie Hayes on YouTube, and the Myrrie Hayes on TikTok.
That's it.
Let's see. Is your group listed on there? Nope, 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 nope. Let me see. Can I find the group?
So you do. You said group homes, and with the group homes, you said that it's behavioral health group homes.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have like a whole structure for the clients to be able to work on their mental as well
Yes,
and their
ma'am.
cognitives. I think
Yeah,
that's
we
pretty
help.
cool.
It's very rewarding to see
Mm-hmm.
someone come in and they're dealing with mental issues, and then through, our assistance, they graduate and they go on to live, to function on their own. Their medication is regulated and things like that. So yeah, it's very rewarding.
So it brings them to like more of like the life skills, helping them to still cope
Yes, ma'am.
in the world while they're trying to, build whatever it is that they're trying to. Yeah.
Yes,
Is,
ma'am.
is this
That's
it,
it.
Murray? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. So you see it right here. Group Home Millionaires. That's the group for that one every Thursday and Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So she goes live on those. So there you go. No
Yep.
excuses, people. No excuses. That's Facebook group. Bam and bam and bam. Don't tell me. Don't play with me, y'all.
Bloop, bloop.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I want to take this minute. Let me go here and we'll have a little thing from one of our sponsors. I want to share before we leave off of here. Bring her on up here. A little bit of motivational that we love to share. You guys make sure if you're trying to get body, get over there and get body by Stephanie Hollis. And she says, remember, don't worry about that money. You do what you love, and the money will come. It will come, and it will come abundantly. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. So, Myrrie, thank you so much for coming on with us tonight. We do appreciate it. We appreciate it so much. Do you feel empowered?
Yes.
Do you feel like you've empowered some others tonight?
Yes. That's my prayer. So
Yes, I appreciate that you've been on here. Thank you, Toya, for co-hosting with me, sis, tonight. We got two coaches on here, Lord. If y'all ain't learned nothing, I don't know what's going on. Y'all got a 2-for-1 tonight. Good night. Good night. I just appreciate you being on here. I hope that you've enjoyed yourself. And so now you know we are officially your first cousins, your favorite first cousins. I know you got a lot of them, Myra, because y'all got big, big family. Well, we some of your favorite first cousins. So that means we don't just have you on the show and be like, bye, girl. No. You are more than welcome to anything you got going on. You let us know. We'll have it posted up on here, and we'll share it in all of our groups and everything from now on. So just let us know. Keep us posted, and we will post it wherever we're going. You need us to come out to a live event, just give us a holler, and we are there.
all right.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on. You enjoy the rest of your night.
You also. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was a good one. I love all of that. Let me say thank you to WUBI Ubiquity Radio listeners and watchers for hanging in there with us. We always enjoy you guys for being there. You know, I'm not going to mess up and try and say all the platforms we are with. Lord have mercy. I will not. Every time I can't list them all. But I do appreciate all of you guys for listening, for watching, for all the platforms that are with us. And yes, I still want to go out here and try and find other countries on all of the 150 countries that we are being shown in to see what I'm sounding like in another country. Yes, let me find out all my other languages I'm being spoken in. If you live in Francais or Espanol or something like that. I know that we're big in Russia. I know we're big in Russia, in France, and in Africa. We are big in Nigeria. That we are. So, did you enjoy yourself, girl?
I enjoyed myself. Thank you so much. This has been so rewarding.
Don't thank me. I'm thanking you, sis. I'm thanking you. What are you talking about? Thanking me. Thank you. You don't even understand. Thanking me. I am always so grateful for anybody taking their time to come in with me, because there are a million other podcasts in place you could be. And you're right here. I feel that same way with my guests. I feel that same way with all their supporters and their listeners and people that they bring in to see the show, honey. Thank you. I'm always so grateful. So we're going to chat on a little bit here and about everything tonight and continue it on, if you don't mind.
We be pressing on.
There you go. You know, we were talking about coaching stuff. So did you learn some things? Did you feel inspired a little bit there?
Listen, absolutely. Trust me, there were some things that really helped, because one of the things she had touched on was truly, the burnout. And I remember posting something this morning, about burning out. And burnout is definitely a symptom. It is a symptom that many entrepreneurs, have. And needing and having that SOS is very important, very important for the journey, and a lot of times, we do have to strategize and restructure some things in our lives and build those systems so that we're not burning out, we're not quitting, we're not feeling like, this is a waste of time. And so I think everything she touched on was amazing and very empowering for those who are watching?
Because I think people forget because it says coach and it doesn't say psychiatrist, it doesn't say therapist, that you all, because a lot of coaches are empaths, a lot of real coaches are empaths, and that you all take on so much of who you deal with that you guys need mental health days in a whole
Absolutely.
nother way. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
To to clear yourselves of energy, to clear yourselves just for yourself, and then to get back to your lives and not to take all of that into your homes. And you know what I mean? To get back to yourself. And I think people forget about that. I know people forget about that. Let me not say I think, I know people forget about that. And that doesn't get discussed enough. I
Right.
think there aren't enough things or systems set up for that, I believe, and maybe that does need to be brought up, and those systems do need to be put in place, because psychiatrists have those things put up where they see other psychiatrists. You know what I mean? That those things are a somewhat mandatory thing for them. And coaches need that.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches need that. Because you all are taking on an enormous amount of stress doing what you do.
I totally
And
agree.
yeah, and mentors too, true mentors too also. You know what I mean? That's an enormous amount of stress that mentors. And when I say true mentors, I mean the ones who are actually mentoring. And that
When you
I,
vet, you vet the
I
mentors, make
said what
sure
I
they
said.
good.
I said what I said.
That part.
I said
That
I
part.
said what I said. I said what I said. Okay. I said what I said. Um, but being very honest about that, because you know, I suffer from depression. I'm very honest about that, and anxiety and all those things. And and for me, helping other people is a way that helps me with mine. Um, and I would, it's funny, not funny. One of the food pantries I used to go to, they would get Trader Joe's food, which is some pretty good stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would take a lot of the extra stuff in the end. And so when this was when my boys were still in school, and then I was still dating, but we were living together with my husband. And so when they would tick me off, instead of me going off on them, I would go and I would make up little little treat bags, put them together, and then I'd grab one of my girlfriends and we would go downtown and give them out to the homeless. Because the usual stuff they get, peanut butter and jelly, or stuff like that, but they wasn't getting no good stuff like from Trader Joe's. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm like, I'm gonna go get them some Trader Joe's bags put together and stuff, give them out some good stuff, and I go, especially find the families and stuff that had kids and everything, and give them some stuff or whatever. It was one day we went out, girl, we couldn't find no homeless people. I was like, we couldn't find any homeless people downtown. I'm like, are we in the Matrix? We were driving and driving and driving. I'm like, and then when we saw somebody walking, then we were questioning, like, are they homeless or are they not? I don't want to be offensive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he really not homeless and he just dressed like that? And I'm like, I'm not gonna give him nothing. I don't want to be offensive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my son dressed like that, but he ain't homeless. Girl, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. We couldn't find nobody. It's okay, girl. We couldn't find nobody homeless to save our lives. I don't know
Nobody.
where everybody was. It wasn't like it was July, and a lot of homeless people resist going into shelters and stuff. Here, we couldn't find nobody.
It was like empty. They full on the what you call it, the highway. We get off the highway, there they go.
Girl, it took a good hour and a half for us to finally find anybody.
Wow.
A good hour and a half. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
here you go.
So,
But no, I
so
think that's cool what you do when you do get in that state of mind, because you have to be able to offset it. And if it's not offset, then you don't reset, I mean,
yeah.
if you're not able to identify that trigger, then you're not able to really reset and be able to move forward in that. So
Oh,
I
I would
think
move
that's
forward. I would get violent.
we
I
don't
would
want
get
that.
violent.
We don't want
No, we
that.
don't. No, we don't. I would get violent.
No, that's pretty cool. One of the things that I use is like when I'm stuck and going through, um, you know, probably a blockage or something. I stop, and it's weird, but it's me. When I'm feeling discouraged, I watch gladiators, and what I mean by gladiators
Hmm.
is when they are going through those obstacles,
Uh-huh,
and those
uh-huh.
obstacles is hard, and you are able to really observe, some come in so confident, and then they
Mm-hmm.
go through it, and then some may fail, and you find yourself encouraging them. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
do that. Yes, you can do it. And that helps me get out of whatever it is because that's my way of encouraging myself by encouraging others. And so
Right.
when I'm finished watching those gladiators, when I'm finished watching those obstacles, it helped me because I have rejuvenated myself. Now I can boom, strategize and move forward to what I need to move
Mm-hmm.
forward, with. So I think it's good by, utilizing those, you know, points and tips,
Yeah.
strategies to really move forward.
I will sometimes also, you know, watch comedy, of course. But
Hmm.
even if I can't get myself to watch comedy, one of the things I've learned is even if you fake laugh, your brain does not know the difference.
That's true.
Your brain does not know the difference and it will still release serotonin, even if you fake
Mhm.
laugh,
That's so
even
true.
if you fake laugh. And it's
So,
crazy. Um, but then also, I'll try and tell myself because, I think I told you before, just even with me having MS and lupus and then all the other things that comes with it, like I've been in a wheelchair, I've been blind, all these things. So I still a lot of times those fears will come in and stifle
mhm.
me because, I woke up one day and then I'm just paralyzed from the waist down for a year,
Wow.
and then one day I go to a baseball game, by the end of the game I'm blind for a year, these things just happen and there's no warning. And so, um, all these other things and stressors, and when it comes in life, and some of the things I'm going through right now, with the heart attack I just had, the third one, and all that type of stuff. And then I'm like, oh, this crap. But then I tell myself, and it's very, very true. There is somebody out there right now on their knees praying to have my problems.
Mm.
There's somebody who's lost a child. There's somebody who just lost their parent. There's somebody, you know what I'm saying, with something way bigger
Mhm.
who is literally negotiating with God
Mhm.
that would take my problems like that,
Mhm.
will walk into them with a smile.
Right.
And and then during those moments, I think, my children are safe. They're alive. They're on earth. I still have my parents. Those type of things. And I'm like, get it together, girl. Get it together. Yeah, your shit is bad, or you have all these health conditions. However,
Like
there's somebody else in so much pain or so much this, you know, but you still can deal. You still can deal. And I always tell myself that there's somebody on their knees right now praying for your problems, praying for your problems. And, you know, and that I'm like, get your ass up, girl. Get your ass up and keep it going.
I know that's right. Get
You
it,
know,
get it. That's
yeah,
and that's something to look at,
yeah.
because it's easy to look at our own problems and not realize
Mm-hmm.
that, like my mother said, she used to always say that when you think you have it bad, there's someone out there that has it worse. So get up and
Yeah,
count your blessings. Keep it moving.
yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and that old saying is there, and there are different things that work for different people. And, you know, and that's, I think, what we're trying to communicate to people, that you find what works for you. It could
Exactly.
be, you know, I have a friend that she goes out and she's very in touch with nature. And
Hmm.
like after I had my first heart attack, like literally when I got home, my first urge, and I ain't no nature person. Okay, let me be very clear. I ain't no nature person. But the first thing I had to do was come outside with no shoes on, and I had to feel the earth
Hmm.
on my feet. I had to
Hmm.
connect with the earth. I had to be grounded. I had to be. That's the first thing when I got home I had to do. I had to go outside and put my feet into the earth.
Hmm.
And I that's not something I do. Not something I do at all. You know, and I have girlfriends that they'll go out and they'll, you know, be at the foot of a tree base, and you know they go in the rain or with the sun or different things. You know, you find what works for you. Some
Right.
color, you know, some do arts and crafts, some go fishing, some kick a ball, you know, some have, you know, look into prisms, some go to the shooting range. You find what works for you to get some of that tension off. Some go to the gym, you know, whatever it may be, whatever it may be. But the
That's
main
true.
thing is that you have what's called a safety plan.
Hmm.
A safety plan where you recognize that this is building up, and now I need some help, or I need to be able to at least de-escalate the situation for myself.
That's true.
So, okay, let me get up and do whatever I need to
That's
do,
it.
whether it's, yeah. And, you know, I've heard people, they do, instead of, because like people do what's that cold plunge, which I would like to do,
Shower.
even though, well, no, they like the ice bath, the cold plunge thing,
Oh,
into the ice bath thing, which
hmm.
I would like to do, although I don't like being cold, but they say it's
Me.
very healing and therapeutic.
Hmm.
But you can do it for anxiety and stuff with your face
Hmm.
in a bucket or a sink with ice and water. And they say it works for anxiety and depression,
Or a
that it
cold
has the
shower.
same effect. Yeah,
Cold shower. Right?
yeah. Or you can just do your face. Either or,
I
whichever
want
one.
to say, like you were touching on too, Bonnie, is a good way to release that energy because like after having that connection with people and all of that and being an empath, it's very important to release that energy on a daily basis. It's very important to because that is a lot of reasonings why we get so blocked, why we get so
Mhm,
stuck, why we get so, and you find people going to these events to get them unblocked, but these things we can actually do at home as well.
mhm,
And one of the things that I use, like I said, I just only say what I do. and it
Right.
works for me, you know. And I enjoy dancing, and so
Yes.
I'm one with high energy, and so I like to put music in my ears and just let it flow. It's like happy feet. And so like before you know it, I'll dance out all this energy. And so now I'm
Mm-hmm.
so calm like this and I'm able to speak it, and I found that to be very helpful. And also like when I'm going to see clients and
Mhm.
oftentimes I'll see one client and then I have to go and see another client. And a lot of times people battle with so much and
Absolutely.
understand that those energies are being attached to us. And so taking that time in the vehicle before you go, controlling those breaths in and out, really just freeing yourself,
And
that.
breathing deeply,
Mm,
deeply from down here. Mhm.
that is
I
really
went to
very
a thing and he said, "Breathe from your balls." I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, okay.
Okay, them.
Okay. Yeah. Mhm. I got it.
Yes,
Got it."
that's bomb. So some
Yes.
of you all can try that at home. You can try it with dance it out, like
Yeah.
Moni said, work it out. I'm I many may not know, but I'm a PK, preacher's kid. So so when it comes to that and releasing it, like what I like to do is I like to put on worship music and for some reason I enjoy directing and conducting. So I'll do this like as if I'm directing a choir. And I'm telling
Mm.
you, it just takes some of that energy and it's just boom. And it's perfect to position yourself for meditation.
And that's excellent. And then you're at home and you can do whatever it is, however you want to do it. However you
That's
want to
it.
do it. And you guys, you can catch this replay of this episode on Monday, and it's going to be on WUBI.live. You can catch it. And want to make sure that you know we have new sponsorship opportunities available. As you can see, we've got our candle burning in the black in the back.
Mhm.
First class candles with my girl Michelle Tucker. That's going on back there. Yes, 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 yes. We want to thank everybody for tuning in with us again. It has been another great show. Another
Yeah.
great show. And next week we got our girl Buffy O'Neill coming in, another one of our empowered honorees. We are so excited to have her. We want to thank you for hanging in here with us. And we're going to be leaving you like we found you. We want to say thank you to WUBI Ubiquity Radio once again for coming in here and hanging out with us and all of our other platforms. Make sure to subscribe and follow and share this. Thank you, Coach Toya, for being here with me. I appreciate
My
you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank
Appreciate you for being
you.
here with us. We're going to take all these other things on off the screen right here as we leave out of here and make sure that you guys come back and check us out. Same place, same time next Wednesday night. And make sure to catch that replay on WUBI.live. Make sure to get that app and get it installed. Make sure you're listening early in the morning. They got the best gospel playing Monday through Friday, baby. Go ahead and plug in and check it out. The jazz is on Sunday. We'll see you later. Bye bye.
Later.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round.